Hopefully it works. Okay, there we go. And it looks like my internet's cooperating tonight. So that's a first. All right. We have a red light on. What's happening, Fish and friends? Welcome back to another live. We only have two of the three horsemen of the fish apocalypse tonight. Old Jim stuck at work. It was supposed to be Jim and Hank surprising everyone, but old Jim, he's being responsible and working.
Yeah, at least he's wet and cold. Oh wait, no, sorry.
Yeah.
At least
Yeah, at least he's having fun out there. Oh wait, yeah, maybe not so much. So, but that's okay. We got the Hank, the Bass Geek, with us tonight. It's been a minute. So, Hank, what's new? What have you been up to, dude?
Well, a whole lot of picking those. I mean, pretty much for me, it's what I like that the different shapes and sizes. No, I'm kidding. Man, just grinding all the time. Just trying to push out the content, getting closer to hopefully living the dream.
Amen, man. Amen. I'm still searching. I'm still searching.
Yeah, I mean, it's coming. We talked about some stuff that I'm not at liberty to talk about just yet, live, but that is right, Chris. Girthy bugs. That's right.
Lord.
Are you just a roller or flipper, Chris? I'm a roll and flip. I want to hear it bounce off a wall somewhere.
Dude, that's disgusting. There's some dude. So I started back to work. I've been working from home since COVID hit until what was it, September? I'm back at work 3 days a week, and there's some freaking Neanderthal that wipes his boogers at the freaking urinal.
No, come on,
dude. Never have I wanted to commit assault on work grounds.
Boogers and farts are things you should keep to yourself. I may like the way my fart smells, but others may not. So don't pollute the area. I may enjoy my boogers, but I shouldn't share them with other people. So you need to take care of that.
Oh my Lord. All right. Yeah. We took a hard left turn, Mr. Randall Williams. Agreed. Yeah. This is going nowhere real quick. So Hank, no crazy updates, still pumping out the stuff. How about,
man.
How about new gear or new lures? Do you have one new piece of gear or lure that you've been using this year that kind of excites you?
Man, I now, me, that's, I know you and, Jim, you and Tackle Junkie, you guys are like rod and reel geeks, right? Me, I'm less about that. I like it, I've been using a lot of different rods and reels, but I'm a bait geek.
Yeah, you're a bait geek for
I'm
sure.
a bait and a technique geek. And there's a lot of those that I've used this year. But one that I'm really excited about, and man, the video in 10 days did 100,000 views. And it's called the oh my God.
The squeaky tweaky rig?
Yeah, the bait is called the skibble. That's why I went brain dead, just because all I can think about is the skibble.
Is it really?
But it's
I was just making up stuff.
Yeah, and what's funny about it is, being the gambling, drinking degenerate that I am, it's actually by a Japanese company called Drink Crazy. So it's a big good round. I don't have them in here. I'd show them to you. Round, kind of the Elastec style plastic.
Oh, I saw that. I thought that was the Koike whatever.
No, it's called a squibble, or it's called quiver trapping.
Is this on Tackle Warehouse?
I'm not going to butcher. No. They don't even have them. I've got this technique before even Tackle Warehouse.
Oh, I was going to go follow along and see if we could see a picture of it.
So you can go to my channel. It's if you go to videos and look, it's.
I've seen it. I thought it was the other thing.
You're talking about maybe
it's a different video.
The chatterbait. Now that is the side piece from, and so the Japanese company come out, which actually isn't a Japanese company. I think it's a Japanese bait maker who's kind of working with Tackle Warehouse. Maybe not. I don't really remember. The video was kind of vague. I know they've had them on the hookup tackle too, but anyway, But that is actually something I'm excited about too, because it's like a spinner bait with a chatterbait blade. And, I don't have grass. So that you can actually bring through wood and tick wood with it. So that's a pretty cool thing. But you'll see the bait if you look. It says crazy new topwater technique. And what I like about it, if you listen to the video and all you take away is it's a wacky rigged fluke, you are completely missing the major parts of the technique. Because the thing of it is the bait needs to float. You need to rig it forward. And what it does, dude, I can take that bait, throw it out there, and just barely shake basically the slack in my line, and that bait will go parallel to me. It will not come straight back to me. I can literally take it and go all the way around the boat and never have it come back to me, because the way it's pulling, it's just pulling to the side. And so it's a very good technique, especially if you're around, not floating docks, but something that you want to work it under or work it to. It's just a different presentation if you want to work a bait down a bank, and it's really freaking cool.
No, see, the video I thought you were talking about is the one I just saw from top water to bottom Harry baits. That's the one I thought you were talking about.
Oh yeah, that was just, I got into looking around at a bunch of Harry Dice videos out there, and there was really nobody rigging them kind of the way that I've been rigging them or showing. Like it, even they will talk about the Harry Dice videos, and it's like all they're doing is drop shotting them, and that's a great way to do it. But a Jinka rig is real good, or rigging it up. I can't remember the name brand. There's one hook that it's got a hook, it's got the weight, and it's got a spring on it, and you can. And like I've been using forward facing sonar, for suspended bass out there. I've been throwing them on top water, dude. That's probably one of the best ways, because go find a walking bait that's silent. It's hard to impossible to do.
This was somebody said, Mike, can you take a look at the bait called Evergreen Gizmo? It's supposed to be a great smallmouth finesse bait. I've never seen this, Mike.
Is that a weight on the head? Is that a jig head weight? Man, I tell you what that looks like, and I tell you what that would be great at doing.
1/10 of an ounce floating.
Yeah. Oh, so it does float? That's 1/10. Okay, I can see that, because it's got those. So it reminds me of those, baits that kind of do the little walk.
Oh, like a pompadour type, like a walk. Crawler, they call them.
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah, I don't know. I've never seen this thing, Mike. It's interesting. Guess you'd have to have an ultralight. And yeah, I bet, dude, you could crush some big old bluegill and sunfish. Yeah.
Now, I've been using the Karashi a lot too.
Oh man, I need to pick your brain on that. Yeah, that's one. I just picked some up, threw them the other day. I caught a couple bluegill, and a crappie actually on it, but no bass. Maybe a little bass.
They'll catch anything. You'll catch a ton of small fish on them too. I mean, they're a small bait. I bought the wrong. I had a little irritation with it when I first started throwing it. I really bought the wrong BSF reel or rod for it. It was an extra fast, so I just put it on a Douglas rod, a little ERA that's like really, really light, and started throwing it on it. And I started catching some, and then about the third fish that I caught, I was like, all right, cool, man, catching some good little smallmouth on this. Shoot, snap, boo, gone. $25 lower.
Well, looks like I'll put in.
Yeah, of course, I only bought one, so.
Of course.
So I went ahead and spent an ungodly amount on a few more.
Yep. So. Yeah. Well, that's going to lead us into our show here, the meat of the show. So, Hank, we didn't get to talk really much beforehand on it, but tonight, Overrated versus underrated is the name of the game, Hank.
Right.
So you kind of catwalked us right into the first one. So BFS, what are your thoughts on it altogether? Is it overrated or is it underrated?
During the fall, I think it is. Are we giving overall perception?
Just overall, do you think BFS total
Overrated.
is overrated
It's
or
totally
underrated?
overrated.
I agree. I think it's overrated. I still stick to my BFS roots. I'm not into the throwing 164th thing. I could give a crap less about that, but downsized bass stuff, I think it's a ton of fun. It's a preference thing.
There is, and there's so like the Karashi, right? I used to throw jerk baits on spinning rods because, of course, I fish deep, clear bodies of water. The longer you cast, the deeper you can get a suspended jerk bait. And but the reason why I went away from that is because rods have gotten a lot better. You got to remember, I'm 52. I've been fishing for 40 plus years.
Old
so
dog.
the crap that I fished with way back then sucked compared to the cheapest stuff of today. And so the rods got better, and it's so much easier to just work a jerk bait this way.
I agree. It's a comfort thing. I would rather fish a bait caster all day if I could.
Exactly. And I think that for that, like those types of baits, yeah, it's great. It's great to be able to throw that Karashi that weighs what? I don't even remember what it weighs, but it's not a lot.
We could go look, but yeah. So how about let's stick on the Karashi thing. I had notes upstairs. I'm not going to go up and get them. We're going to go off the cuff. Fish and Friends. Also, thanks to the members. Jim, thank you, buddy, for hitting me up. Can you do a live poll on these? Oh, crap. Yes, I can. Let me see. I need to bring up a YouTube here. Good call, Jim. But Jim and I were texting before. He's up in Minnesota, and I will put the old whooping on Minnesota today to win the Floyd Rosedale trophy. So made me happy. I do not like PJ Fleck in Minnesota. Actually, I don't really hate Minnesota. I can't stand PJ Fleck.
I've got money on A&M beating LSU down in the Death Valley. It's my drinking and degenerate gambling.
Yeah, that's something I never got into. Was
I don't do it a lot. You know what? How much I've got on that game? $4.
Oh, okay. So you're a hardcore.
I'm betting. I can't afford all that. I do it just enough to have a little fun, And what I do is if I win well through the year, I'll take all of it and put it on like the national championship. And you win, you lose, you lose. It's still fun. But I'll bet like $2 or $4 if I'm pretty sure.
Okay, here we go. I'll start the polls. Jim, good reminder on that. Thanks, buddy. It does mean I have to switch over and flip things here, so bear with me as I'm flipping back and forth. So yeah, over under BFS. I think it's probably going to be the majority, as we've talked before. Overrated. Yeah, I think that's just kind of the nature of the beast. It's a preference deal, right? Just a preference thing. You definitely don't need it. If you already got an ultralight, don't go out and spend however much.
Gotcha. Yeah.
3/16 for the Karashi.
Like I said, I like, because for me, most of the success I've had on the Karashi is working it pretty quick. Letting it kind of go from that top to just below the surface. And so I think that's a lot easier.
We had a crazy cold front come through. Last weekend, my buddy Brando and I went out. We were throwing top water. He was throwing the Super Spook Junior, actually a custom one that I painted. He had a good morning on it. So I grabbed that Karashi and was trying it. Didn't catch anything big, but it was interesting to see it. Water was 68. Today I went out on the kayak and water was 58. So we had a 10-degree drop in a week. Big cold front come through. So
that's one thing that we've really been playing around with. I hate to bring up the cheater box, but one of the things that it's really kind of taught me. Well, look, fish the way you want to fish, have fun. Judge me when you're the almighty. Otherwise, drop it. But that's what I tell people. I'm so sick of hearing about it.
I'm gonna stir the pot here.
So the thing of it is so for the past 5 years, we've really been using it to, you know, how I taught myself what bass look like and all this. We started finding these schools in the summer that I'm used to fishing with. You know, you've heard me talk about it for years and years. And we started using it. We started following those bass. And what I really find interesting is largemouth at that 58-degree mark, they're done, like in my area. I mean, you can still drag and get bites, but they're not out there in open water, dude. They're not physically chasing once that water temp hits 58. The smallmouth are, but they are not. And there's so much. I did a video on this, literally what I've learned over the past 5 years from, forward-facing sonar and following large schools all the way through the fall and into winter. And we specifically, because each species does such different things, we targeted largemouth specifically in that video, and it's really interesting, man. Like right now, the water temps went from, like you said, 70s, like, low 70s. They dropped to that 65. The largemouth, so and around that 71, 72, there was still a thermocline, and so that thermocline has begun to move down as we get closer to that turnover.
Sure.
And so the largemouth that were out anywhere from, 5 in open water to, 25 feet, because that's where the thermocline was, are now as deep as 40 and 50 because the thermocline has pushed down that deep. There. And again, these are largemouth. We're not talking about smallmouth.
Right.
And so the topwater bite, of course, went away. The topwater bite, but what's funny is we've been catching big smallmouth in brush piles. So a lot of people think that smallmouth are the open water feeders all the time, but for at least where I'm at in these ultra clear lakes, like right now, the smallmouth are loaded in brush piles.
I've got, while we're doing a break here between our next two, I do have some free members to gift. I almost missed October. So there's 5. There will be, I think I can do 10, right? So I'm glad we come over to do this. I think I can do 5 more, right? There we go. I get 10 freebies a month. So there you go. Anybody that got one, welcome to the members, all the other members who continue to support me monthly. I appreciate the heck out of y'all. I've actually got 2 members videos lined up. I just finished editing the members meetup that we did. Speaking of Jim, I don't know if anybody else is in here, but we had a super fun meetup. So that'll be coming up. That's just going to be a members only. And I actually got the old man over here to do a video with me. We got some baits, did a bait unboxing deal, doing a little Fleet Farm pickup. And that'll be actually 2 giveaways after that video. So should be another fun one. And Chris, hopefully if Chris and I can get together, we were going to do a looking at the kayaks, behind the scenes run through of those, kind of comparing for members only. So I got a few planned. I appreciate all the members out there. So that'll be some fun ones. How about, let's see, what was the next one I had? Oh gosh.
I see one that Drew Santiago picked. I want to do that one too.
Where was it?
The over-under. What's going on, Army?
Drew, I see emotes. I don't see his question. What was it?
It was shaking a minnow.
Oh my gosh.
Now wait, you're gonna so shaking a minnow. Listen, it is overrated. Overrated.
Wow.
And you're talking about a guy. I've got a tote sitting right here beside of me that is this big. I own every single minnow there is on the market. But I tell people all the time, when do the pros fish? The pros only fish pre-spawn, spawn, and post-spawn. That's all they ever fish. That's why it gets so much attention. Because pre-spawn's one of the best daggone times to do it.
Manners. Hey, Dakota, my man, dropping some gifted memberships in there. Dakota, I will have a popper for you coming. Actually, is that next week already? So I've got some baits in the works for, it is next week, which is Halloween. I've got some special Halloween lures. I will be doing a random giveaway tonight as well. It'll just be some gear, some lures, whatever you need. I'll try to cater it to what you like. But giveaway tonight, and then next weekend for Halloween, it'll be a day after, but it's Saturday night. I've got some customs painted up that I'll be doing Halloween special giveaway, so it should be pretty fun. So Dakota, thank you, brother. I was actually out. You've got a picture of is that a muskie there? I think. I was out where you and I met up last time. I went out there and fished. Was throwing the new Berkeley 8-inch chop block, and had an absolute gargantuan muskie come out and just drill it. And I got 2 reels in, and it went slice right through 17-pound fluoro like it was nothing, and then jumped and tried to throw it. It was a monster, absolute monster of a muskie. I was pissed. I was pissed because it was kind of a slow day. I caught, I don't know, probably 10 or 12 on a crankbait, but a bunch of pounders. So yeah, that was the highlight of the day, and he just sliced me. It would have been my biggest muskie for sure. And we got Paul in here too. Mr. G3 Baits with the $5 bomb. I'll drink some water to that. Evening all. We got a bunch of the members that came to meet up.
Nice.
That's freaking cool as hell. So that'll be a members only video coming up. I appreciate you guys. Hopefully we can do another one next year because it was a ton of fun. So shaking a minute. I agree. It's overrated. It's just not a fun way for me to fish. I've tried it. I don't know what I'm doing. Maybe if I had live scope. I'm not against live scope. I think it's overrated because you don't need it, but the amount you can learn from it is crazy cool. How much you can learn and see in there. So I think it's overrated, but if I went out with somebody that really knew how to do it, like if I went out with you, Hank, and you showed me and we could watch it on live scope, I'm sure it'd be different. But
it's just like anything else, man. It's a time of year thing.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, it really is. There's a lot of times in the clear lakes that I fish that, I can catch them better on a top water out over, 50, 120 feet than I can that minnow, especially when it comes to largemouth, because, largemouth are a little more suspect of anything there. Smallmouth, yeah, they're like them in spots. They're always pissy, so they're always going to be a little more aggressive.
Yeah, I caught a couple. We were trying to get my buddy Chris on some spots today. I caught a couple, and yeah, they are. They're just mean little jerks.
They're just little a-holes, man.
So okay, the next one, Hank, because I don't know. I thought you said maybe you were going to do this. I've kind of become a convert. Kayak fishing, overrated or underrated?
Good, you're really going to get me in trouble, ain't you?
No, hey man, we're all friends here. That's the whole thing about discussions is if you can't have an intelligent discussion with somebody, even if you don't agree, you're not doing it right. People need to be able to debate with each other.
I mean, I can go either way. Okay, like
Jim,
there's so many things wrong with the boat industry, but the kayak industry is just turning. I go overrated, man. I think it's overrated. Okay. The only reason that I do want to get a kayak, but I
thought I remember you saying you were going to get one.
It's not going to be. It's going to be for fishing the rivers, and it'll be more shallow shoals, that sort of stuff. Look, when I can stuff 100 rods and reels, 300 pounds of baits,
I get it.
And I can lay down on my front deck and take a nap.
I get it.
My seats are, I promise, more comfortable. You can argue how comfortable your kayak is. I weigh 350 pounds. I'm not going to enjoy sitting on my rear end all day long. I'm 52. The back hurts. There's nothing more comfortable than my Cayman seats. I can promise you this.
I get it.
And I get it. I love a kayak. I'm happy that it's bringing in anglers and that people love it, and it's a positive thing. But I used to do the same thing in my 12-foot John boat.
Yeah, completely agree.
I mean,
Completely agree.
we're at ICAST and this dude's I bet he's got a $40,000
It's
rigged
crazy.
out kayak. And I'm
It's
sitting here
crazy.
going, I just sold a 20-foot Camus or a 20-foot Triton for $9,000 that had all the same stuff, and it'll go a lot faster.
Yeah. Yeah, I get it. It's one of those, it's kind of a roll of the dice because I've become a convert because of where I live, how I can pack it. I can't get a full-size boat. I was going to buy my buddy's boat off of him. Wouldn't fit in my garage.
That's a huge deal. You said it right there. And I think that's what a lot of anglers, when it comes to the argument about forward-facing sonar, you're not going to go flip year round.
Right.
On the lakes I fish. I can see 10 to 30 foot down. I can tell there ain't no bass there in the summertime. And right now, the banks are so steep. I can get a 20-foot bass boat into every spot you can get on a lake that you can get a kayak into because it's so steep and deep everywhere. There is no flats where I live. By the time you get back to a creek, it's legitimately shoals. Now, that's where it changes if you're going to fish true creeks, and rivers. The rivers where I live, they're wide, but truthfully, if you really want to fish them, you can buy a set of waders, which you got to buy anyway for a kayak.
Right.
So where I live at,
I get it. Yeah. Yeah, I get. I'm the complete same way. Like, I honestly probably, like, if I would have had the room, I probably would have just got like a 16 or 18-foot John boat, made it into a bass build. Like, that was what I always wanted to do. But dude, the kayak for maneuverability, like where I live, with how getting in and out, not having to have all the room, like it is absolutely perfect. It gets you off the bank. I still like bank fishing, but I haven't bank fished since early spring. I mean, it's just, I can get everywhere on the lake in my kayak, and it's just,
that's the other thing where I'm at. Fun. There's no bank fishing around here.
Yeah.
I mean, there's really not.
Right.
Everybody gets mad if you're on the bank, walking on their property on most of the rivers. So, around here, I mean, it's a bunch of daggum rednecks. It ain't no, I'm calling the cops. It's bang, bang, bang. You dead. I'm calling the cops.
Yeah, I get it. I do want to call out Paco. Dude, Paco, for the 20 bomb, thank you, brother. Not even a question or a comment. Paco, if you got something to ask, let us know. We would love to do an over-under or whatever your choice would be. I also saw Ralph dropping a $5 bomb. We had a blast at the meetup, caught my first bass in over a year. I call that a win in my book. Yes, Ralph, it was awesome getting to meet you, all you guys. We had people from Minnesota, Texas, Ralph coming through on his way out to the Pentagon. It was a load of fun. Iowa guys, of course. It was a blast. So yes, hopefully we can do it. Actually, Hank, I was just saying that, wanting to talk to you about is the Classic out there your way?
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's in Knoxville this year.
That's what I was thinking.
Vegas, that's my town.
Knoxville. So I was thinking of, instead of going to there was another show I was going to go to. I do want to try to get to ICAST this year, but I was thinking do a team up of the Classic and go get some videos and hang out. So if you're interested, we can talk afterwards.
Oh yeah, man. I'd love that.
So I would love to meet you and do that. So that might be another one where we can try to get together with some folks and have a duel. The geeks and the fishing friends, everybody meeting up and hang out with both of us. Okay, so Paco and Ralph, thank you guys very much. Again, it truly does mean a ton to me that you're still here. All of you guys and gals supporting the channel. And both Hank and I were talking beforehand. We appreciate the hell out of everybody, because if it wasn't for you all watching, we wouldn't be here. So.
Amen.
Let's see. So it was underrated. The deal on kayak fishing, underrated. And I agree. I completely agree. Chris, I did tell the muskie story. Wah, wah, wah. So that sucked. Wish I could have caught that big old behemoth. Let's see. You can sleep on a kayak. Hey, trust me, I have almost been there on some really slow days.
Not as comfortable. Not as comfortable.
I'm scared of falling out.
I promise.
Let's see.
Not even.
I didn't take notes on that. I was thinking I had notes there. I left them upstairs. What were some of my other ones? You got any, Hank? You got any over-unders? What else is
Oh
the big
man,
stuff?
I had a question. I don't know if it's over or under. Oh well, I could phrase it in an over under because it's something that I've really discovered. We actually just did a fishing video on this. Fall cold fronts, over or under?
Oh,
So why I say that is because I just did a video on this where we went out before a cold front. It was very stable for weeks on end. The temperature dropped from low 60s to at night to, we'll say, mid 40s. The temperature dropped probably 5 degrees over the course of 2 days. And the bite was on fire. And that's one of the things that I've always said starts to trigger. Now, we get in the late fall, we start getting into those low 60s again, talking about largemouth. We get in those low 60s, upper 50s. That's different, where that's closer to winter temperatures, but late fall, early winter.
yeah,
But I'm a underrated because I think that's when it's what triggers them to go crazy feeding.
Pat's question, over or under hoodies. Hoodies, are they over or underrated?
During the wintertime, they're underrated. Them hoodies, baby.
Hank loves him a hoodie.
I love a hoodie.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never caught anything on a hoodie. Whoa. But that chop block, man, if you guys haven't seen that thing, have you got a chance to play with that yet, Hank?
No, I have not.
I'm a fan, man. It walks super easy. It's soft. Oh, hey, Mike's in the house. Ooh, good one, Mike. Okay. Chief Dove hanging out.
What is going on, Mike? Yell at me, bro.
I'm going to do this one because that's a good one. Overrated or underrated JDM tackle?
I know what Mike's opinion on this is, and I understand why. But I'm going to say, Mike, from a consumer, I don't know, man. Gosh, golly, he can go either
I'm
way.
overrated. Overrated. Minus a few one-off things that some companies have. Like some of the stuff, I feel like there's just as good as stuff that we have. Like that frog, whatever that scooper frog is, dude, that thing is a gem of a find. If you guys haven't checked out my video on that, go check it out. It's this like,
and I think you're right. I think if you take the industry as a whole, we're definitely overrated. But but I mean, the domestic market is pretty. It's pretty copycat right now.
Oh yeah, that's a whole different thing. That's a whole different, like, I'm just saying at the JDM market as a whole, over or under. Like
I'd have to be over. Yeah,
I feel like a lot of the JDM guys just like to have something different, like that is hard to get, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's just like collecting old warts, and it's just a completely different way to fish.
Bait guy,
it's just a different way to fish. But from just going out and fishing standpoint, I guess is the way that I'm looking at it. The domestic market, there's so many options. You don't have to spend a ton. Usually JDM stuff's more expensive, but there are some very, very, very cool one-off finds that there was going to say another one, that scooper frog I'm in love with. And what was the other one? I don't know off the top of my head, but there was another JDM thing that I was going to say is an absolute beast of a find too. I'll have to follow up on that. I don't remember, but what are comments? Chat, I am sorry. I have not been paying awesome attention to chat stuff here. I've been looking back and forth on the poll. Dakota, got to be... yes, I know. We got to be careful out there. I didn't even think about it, dude. I just had trying to find a big bass bite on my brain. And, dude, that thing come out from a brush pile and just smoked that bait. And it was a big one. It was a very big muskellunge.
Hey, I will tell you what, I caught a very large smallmouth on a sweet little bait that I've had for a while.
What's the boat?
But it is called the Demiki Abyss 90. It is a jerk bait that has a big old bill. It is a girthy jerk bait. I gotta take a drink on that.
Take a drink. That ended up, Hank, I don't know how you thought it was going to go, but overrated at 67%. It was closer than I thought it was going to be.
On which one?
The JDM tackle.
Yeah.
Almost
I could see that 100%.
I thought it might be closer to under getting it, but ooh,
I mean,
here's a good one.
Definitely some hand-picked goodies, you know.
Let's do this one. I'm gonna genericify your question. Who was it? Not Bayou Burner. Oh yeah, Bayou Burner. So we're just gonna go generic. Scent, Hank. Scent overall. Over or under?
Gosh, man, that's
It's a weird one because I don't have for me a lot of scents. I don't really care about if it's garlic or some of these other ones. The true only one, I know I've talked about it on here. The only one that I have actual confidence in is Power Bait.
And I think Power Bait's great.
The original question was Max scent.
For years I've used what is it? The jelly one, jar jelly. God, I can't remember. Smelly jelly. And then there's another one, jar jelly, which I've been playing with. So I don't know. I mean, I use the XXX smelly jelly on my swim baits, but I don't know, man. I'm gonna lean overrated.
I think overrated a lot of it too. I think more important than scent, but see, that's the thing is I don't know the science on all of it, and I know that we'll probably never know for sure, but I don't think it can hurt. That's the thing is I don't think it can hurt it, especially if it's just masking our smell, then cool. But it's not one of those things where it's oh, you have scent, you're either going to catch them or not. I don't think it makes that big of a difference.
I think if the bait is sitting in front of them, or I do like a good scent on my jig head minnows if it's that time of year because it's staying in front of them for a long time. Something that's staying in front of them, or they're trailing, or like I said, maybe it's even on the bottom, just sitting in front of them for a while, and they're stingy. I think it maybe helps a touch, but hey, I got one.
I get it. Hold on. I do want to give a shout out. So Rob, I didn't hear why were you having surgery? I haven't talked to anybody. I was going to hit you up, but I saw that you were in recovery. So hopefully your surgery went fine. It looked like it was something planned. I remember you saying you had it scheduled, but I didn't know what for. So hopefully you're doing good, brother. Thank you for hopping in, and thank you for the 20 bomb. Holy crap, dude. Yes. Thank you for being open about mental health. Yes. It's something I've struggled with. That's why I took a month off. If you didn't watch my last live, go look at it and you'll see what I had going on. But I agree. We need to talk about it. This stigma that if you're a guy rubbed dirt in it, don't be a sissy. Get through it. There's way too many friends I've lost from it. Through whether you're a veteran going through that, whether you're a regular, doesn't matter. Talk to somebody. If you're in that bad of a place where you're thinking about doing something, even hit me up. If I can help direct you somewhere, there's always someone to listen. I promise. So Rob,
amen.
I agree. Thank you, brother, for that. And I see Mike just popped one. Holy crap. Mike with a $50 bomb, brother. Thank you, dude. Sorry to you both. Been off the radar for a while. Back in the game now with new piss and vinegar. P&V is what I call it. See you guys at the Classic. Plus, I can host anything for both you, Minnesota, next year. Dude, that is awesome. Yes, Monster Bass, Grande Bass. We'll get Mike on here sometime. I did get to talk to Mike the other day over stuff, and I know he's gone through some stuff as well. So I know he's a supporter of mental health as well. We need to talk about it and get it out there. So Mike, yeah, hopefully we can meet up at the Classic. I don't know if you'll be working the booth there or whatever, but that'll be cool. That'll be neat. The Debo Bass Geek meet up and meet everybody. So Mike, Rob, thank you both very much. I appreciate the heck out of that. What do you got, Hank? What's yours?
Well, I don't think it'll be a good one. Never mind. I was kind of thinking about it. I was like, no, that ain't really great.
Okay. How about, let's do some gear. I know you're not a huge gear guy, but have you gotten anything new lately that you're kind of excited about? We'll see if we can get a gear question in.
You know, man, there's two rod series that I'm a big fan of. You know, I don't get real big into the ultra high end stuff, but
same.
The Douglas makes a rod called the Era, and it's $100 rod, and it's flipping great. I don't think they have them on Tackle Warehouse.
Oh,
but the other one,
let's look real quick,
is that they do have on Tackle Warehouse is the Element Z2 by Cashin, dude.
Agreed.
And that rod, which is what a 130, 150, depending on what it is, pretty much 100% American made, right down to the blank. And there just isn't many rod companies making their own blanks.
There's your Huddy rod. I didn't know they made rods to jump in. Sorry, but Huddy rod.
Come on, man.
Yeah,
don't be scared to throw a Huddy.
I don't see Douglas on here. I've heard of Douglas, but
Douglas isn't on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's why
they sell via dealers and their website.
Oh, okay.
But it's good. And then of course the Element, man, that's a great rod.
Yep. Yeah, I got to team up with Cashin to do some stuff. They sent me a number of those, and I agree, dude. They absolutely killed that rod line.
Yeah.
The micro guides are my only thing that I don't love, and the exposed reel, the reel nut. But yeah, otherwise than that, dude, those rods are money. Absolutely great. And that's kind of the price point. I was just talking about this. Was it last live or doing a gear talk at the end of my videos? And like, that's where I feel the most comfortable, is that kind of mid, which now it's honestly the higher end of the budget stuff is moving up closer to that $130 price point with.
Yeah, it's sad now. It's hard to find a spinning or a bait casting with an aluminum body, for $100 like you could before. It's sad. Hey, wait! I've got a great one.
Okay.
Anti-reverse switch. Over or under? It's underrated. Bring back the anti-reverse switch.
Get them out of here. Reverse switches are just like drunk guys trying to start a fight. Get him out of here. It's like that.
Look, you can click it. I get my line lined up exactly right.
Nobody uses those anymore. Nobody likes that.
I mean, don't trust drag, guys. All you guys that set the bait, it goes, and then you go, I don't know why I lost that. Well, because your hook set stunk because you had too much drag on it.
So hold on. You do like switching it and being able to back reel?
I do all the time.
Oh, get him out of here. It's that you're that meme.
Old, man.
You're that meme.
In the day, when all we had was Shakespeare's.
What's the meme of that guy, the old guy that says take him to jail, or what's that guy say? What's he say? It was all over. It's the old dude where these kids are fishing this private pond. Have you seen this? Old boy in a pickup truck.
Get him out of here.
Yeah, get him out of it. That's what we need to do with you. Lock him. That's what it is. Lock him up.
Lock him up.
That's Hank. Lock him up.
No, don't lock him up. Keep my switch, man.
Okay, hold on. I got to get this in here. Did I still have a pull open? Oh my gosh, I still had a pull open. What was this for? Oh, scent. Where do we end off? Oh man, that was the closest one yet. 87 votes, 52% overrated. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go. Let's do the anti-reverse here. I forgot we were rolling that poll. Sorry, guys. Okay, so what would you call that? The reverse? What do you even call it? The reverse switch?
The anti-reverse switch.
Nobody uses it. How old are you? I thought you said 50. You sound like you're 80 using a reverse rule.
Man, you get a hold of me. Look, I don't trust drag, dude. If I set the hook, and I fish, I fish with like 6 and 8 pound tests all the time. If I set the hook and it goes, I'm like, oh God, I'm gonna lose this fish.
Oh, Tom is with you.
Wait until they dive and then give them a little. I'm in control. I'm the master of my domain.
Oh, you're the captain of this ship.
That's right. I don't trust no Japanese rod.
Oh, so here's my other thing, though. So when you have the anti-reverse switch where you can flip it back and forth, have you ever played with that and noticed when you do flip it off so you can reel back and forth, how much smoother some of the reels are?
Yeah.
Like some of them, they must use a cheap, I don't know if it's like a cheap thing in it. Some of them you can't tell. Some of you can flip it off and you can reel it forward and backward. It feels fine. But there's some of them, man, when you flip that to free, it feels so much better than you flip the anti-reverse on. It's like grindy.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's like a crap bearing they use in there or like.
I mean, you know, like I said, it's just a trust thing, and it's like I said, where I'm old and used to use these old reels where you didn't trust drag. It's still okay. Here's another question for you: how many of you tighten down every single baitcaster drag and use your thumb? See, I thumb them.
I will if I need to, but no.
Yeah, no, not me, man.
Oh my god.
Baitcaster reels are even worse.
I've never. Will, I'm gonna turn that into a question. So you must have been helping people, but I'm gonna say this is one that I want to pick first. This will be the first ever that I've ever banned a member, especially a member that's that I've fished with, and a member that I could.
Overrated.
What? Shut your mouth.
And the sad part is I'm actually a Hawkeye fan. Well, before I met Debo, I'm like, I like the Hawkeyes. I remember back when what was the old coach, man? You're real good.
Hayden Fry.
Yes, Fry. Yes. And I was like, yeah, I like his team. Well, it's been a struggle since then.
Paco's 67 and never used the anti-reverse. Well, don't start Paco. There's no reason to.
You'll land more fish
until you get to be 80, and then you and Hank can reel backwards and have fun. Okay, so let's see what chat said. Over or under? Ooh, closer than I thought it would be. 66%, 68% just before I clicked it. Okay. So how about this one, Hank?
The force is strong with us, guys.
Rapala Crush City Plastics. What's your thought?
I'm a big Rapala fan. Okay, I am. And there's a reason. I'll tell you what it is. I think it's overrated. Over.
Oh, Hank. Bayou, I will say I've been using quite a few BKK hooks too. Big fan. I think they make some really good stuff. Okay, so Hank says over, I say under. I think now the only reason is because not that they haven't got enough hype and stuff, because clearly with what is his name? Jacob Wheeler and the other guy, there's tons of hype around it, but for actual use, I think they're underrated. I think they've done really good stuff. But see, Koi,
you go find all those designs in Japanese baits. I'm just saying.
Koi agrees it. Well, not hey. Saying. I mean,
just saying. Every single one, including their little crawl.
Mayors, I like. Somebody just released a craw that looks just like their cleanup craw.
Well, somebody had one before. I think it was either DEBO'S or OSP. I believe it was OSP.
I know, dude. I don't understand the fishing industry. Yeah, with like the direct copies.
Well, okay, man. I really should not be arguing this because I am one of those dudes that is like, I despise the rip-off argument. I really do despise the rip-off argument. It happens all the time. It is what it is. Is it good? Is it bad? I believe. As I always say, when somebody comes to my channel and they're like, "Oh, that's a ripoff," blah blah blah, I'm like, "Well, how many people make stick baits? How many people make beaver style
ribbon tail worm?"
Well,
it's a tough deal. Like, where do you draw the line? And that's been my argument too. Is like, if that was the case, we'd only have one Senko, we'd only have one ribbon tail worm. But I agree. Like, where do you draw that line of it's a little bit different versus you literally just copied the exact same thing and you're just a schmuck,
in the industry, it's only a 15% difference that you have to
Yeah.
to stay off patent. 15%. That's it. But I'll tell you what, man. I worked Ledgehead Lures. Tim, he's a pretty innovative lure designer. Small guy, can't afford to get patents, that sort of stuff. Makes his own molds. He owns a machine shop. Da 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 da. Does the fishing thing on the side. I used to be hardcore, like, that's crap, man, that they ripped you off, da da da. But I'll tell you what, he sort of changed my mind on it.
Interesting. How so?
Because we're at a show, and there's a larger company, believe it or not, a Japanese company, who comes over to his booth, inspects a certain bait for a certain thing. I'm not going to say because y'all know what it is. The next year, the same show, bam, they got their own head. He comes out with another version of it. It's got something else. Bam, the next year, that same company's got their own version of it.
Wow.
And, much bigger company, which is all the bigger companies do this. And it doesn't matter. It's Japan companies, China companies, American companies, Canadian companies. They all do it. But, I was like, dude, don't that make you mad? And he's like, no. He's like, look. He's like, I'm making money off of it. The people that know locally know. And he said, the thing of it is, he said, if it's that good that somebody is going to copy it, and I can't compete on the larger scale market anyway, he says, you really have to take it as a
form of flattery type thing.
A form of flattery, exactly. And I was like, well, okay, man, if you're cool with it, I guess I need to be too. And then he was the one that was like, look, dude, how many Cinco copies are there out there?
Right.
How many, how many companies, we call it a beaver bait because Reaction Innovation came out with a sweet beaver.
Yeah.
We call it, how many companies have been chomping at the bit to be able to make a chatterbait for that patent run out? Now we're seeing them flood the market.
Yeah.
So, I get it. It is what it is. But here's the other thing to that, and this was the point that he really drove it home for me. If only Yamamoto Baits could make a Cinco, how much do you think they could charge you for that Cinco?
That's exactly the other
drives down prices.
That's capitalism.
And so the guys who can afford a $92 Cinco bag of one, can still buy other baits.
Exactly. So, plus, it's like, how much does it help you too? Because if some other place makes it and it blows up, if they can't keep up with production, or if, they don't have the option in the area, yours is just going to keep going up too. Right. So, it's like, you might not have been the first, but
listen, going back to the chatterbait, do you think for 1 minute that was the only chatterbait? I've seen it 100 times, gone to 100 shows through my life. Every new bait, about 3 or 4 guys have already come up with that. And the only reason the chatterbait got big was because the guy was smart enough to sell it to a big company, take the money and run, because he couldn't afford to compete. Exactly. And what does it come down to 90% of the time? It don't matter if you got the best bait. It matters if you've got the best promotion of your lures, just like Rapala. As we circle back.
Yep. I agree. Let's see. There was another good question as I was rolling through here. The Berkeley Swamp Lord. Man, no, I think it's underrated. It's that good. Although I will say, a couple people had said that theirs kept flipping, and I had used a handful of them. I hadn't had a single issue until I tried one white one, and mine was doing that, where it would flip the hooks over when I was walking it. So I don't know if it's a quality thing, but 1 out of 8.
Hey, have you
did that?
Seen the Demiki air frog?
Demiki air
frog? So
it's
not a frog, it's more of a toad, but it's got a little weight in it. And if it, a lot of times they'll land upside down, even if you got the hook killed out and everything. Mm-hmm. And it will, if you stop it, it will right itself.
I have not. Let's look at this.
Yeah, I did a video on that too. I'm a bait geek, guys. Listen, I know a lot of people are like, oh, all I ever does talk about is baits. Well, we got fishing videos that nobody watches, so we talk about baits, which is what people will watch. So
Demiki, there we go.
Don't tell me you watch fishing videos, because I got the numbers to prove you don't.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Yeah, so does this float, or is it?
Yeah, it floats.
A hook hiding belly slit. That's interesting. No, I've never seen these. But what I was going to say is it kind of reminds me of which was one of my top lures of the year. I'm already going to spoil it, but the Spro, the hell is it? Flappin' Frog. Kind of the same deal where they fixed it and put the weight inside of it. That's another good one if you like frogs.
I literally have a short where that frog where it's upside down and I just stop it and you can watch it just do this. It's so cool. Now I don't get to throw a lot of frogs, where there ain't no grass up here unless you're smoking it, if you know what I'm saying. So
is it legal out in your state?
It very much is so.
Oh.
Not that I do that sort of thing. I do not condone or but every once in a while, a couple of dummies didn't kill nobody.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if it's legal, there's not much you can do. Yeah, it's not legal here. That's why I asked. So, let's see. So that's an interesting one. I'll have to try. But yeah, the Spro one, like it a lot. Another good one. Let's see. Where was that question? Somebody had a good question, and I don't know where it was. But okay, how about this? Since we talked about, Dan. Yes, I have. I've used the baits that Adam sent. I tried the big worm, the 18-inch worm that he made, or like 15, 16-inch, whatever. Couldn't catch anything on it. I was really, really hoping I would. But the mold that he sent me, that's been the biggest one. Is those things are awesome, dude. That mold is sick. Yeah, I actually still owe him. I've got a couple swim baits painted. Dersh is my other dude. I haven't seen Dersh in here tonight, but I owe him as well. So I need to get busy painting. I haven't painted for, I don't know, a couple months. But yes, Adam, super good guy. If y'all haven't checked out SDG Custom Lures, he makes baits, has a YouTube channel, awesome YouTube channel. If you're looking to get into soft plastic bait making, he is a super nice guy. So I need more time to fish and film vidges, dang it.
Yeah, amen.
Gosh, I don't remember what the question was. We're almost at an hour, so I'll be doing a giveaway here. It'll just be a random grab bag of stuff that you'll use. But chat, help us out. What are some more over-unders? What do we got? Ooh, here's a good one. Paco, great question.
There's one right below that.
Okay, so we'll start with this one because I think I know the answer, but I'll see. Okay, what does everybody think? Subscription boxes. What do you think, Hank? Over or underrated?
Man, I still think they're great for guys that are just getting in. But if you're a seasoned vet, you've been fishing for more than 3 seasons, overrated.
Yep, agreed. I think the cool thing about the subscription boxes is the fun factor, right? Where you might get something you've never used, where you don't know what's coming. It's just fun. You shouldn't get a subscription box if you already know what you like to fish and like you fish a specific way. I think for younger anglers, like you said, anglers just getting into it, you're like, hey, I want to get some new stuff and try. I literally don't know anything about, bass fishing, just getting into it. I think they're fun, but overall, I think they are underrated.
And being an old dude like me, I can get very in a rut. I can be like I fish long enough and I fish the lakes long enough. I kind of know, like right now, what I don't even know what month it's October. So like last month and in August, I knew, that they were on top water real heavy or swim bait. This month I know they're really stingy and they're chasing shad. So it's little, and because of the water temps dropping, they're down deeper. So it's a minnow bait and a tiny swim bait, and then it goes in, we're a jerk bait, and there's just certain bites that go on that you can kind of count on any time of year. And the other thing, like if you want to do it for like 6 months or just like 1 year, just to kind of force yourself to pick baits that you wouldn't, that's a good way to kind of go do that. I mean, if you just can't just be like, well, I'm just, there's all the 9,000 YouTube channels out there, and be like, okay, I'm going to force myself to fish this new bait,
Agreed. Yeah. And it's when you have them, you're a lot more apt to try it, I think. So if you get a subscription box and you're like, I'm just going to try stuff, you're a lot more apt to try it that way than if you're walking through a store and looking at all this stuff and you're like, I have no idea what that thing is, I'm not going to buy it. Then I think it makes sense. Yep. Yeah. Okay. So I think this is the question to which you're referring, Hank. Ooh, chat was pretty big on that one. 89% overrated.
Yeah. And overall, that's right where I'd put it at. I think an A rig is probably, nowadays it's changed, probably underrated.
I can see that.
Underrated.
My thing with the A rig is I still don't like, it's not one of those where I'm like, I know I'm going to crush on this. The Shane's bait one that you sent me to, and are like, dude, Debo, get one of these. That one and Bass Dope are the only two that I've ever caught fish on, and they're the small finesse ones. Like,
and they're seasonal, so it's the same way. We talked about.
Excuse me.
We talked about the same sort of deal with the jighead minnow. Believe it or not, a jighead minnow don't catch them year round. It's seasonal. It's a bait that has its time. An A rig has its time. It's a very pre-spawn, late winter bait, fall bait, early winter bait. Now, yes, sure, I can go out and throw them on the ledges and catch a fish, but it's something that's not going to be consistent. It's the exception of the time, not the rule. Now, something that I think 90% of people get completely wrong about an underspin is you think of it as an open water bait. I've heard this a ton. Throw it in the same place as you're throwing spinner baits.
Underspin or A-rig are you talking about?
An A-rig.
Oh.
Throw it in the same place as you're throwing spinner baits. Throw it the same way as you're throwing spinner baits. Wait till you've got a little bit of wind blowing in on that bank and you got to lay down. Weight it correctly. Throw it out there, work it right over top, because the thing about it is even the smaller, they've got such drawing power. Think of it like a 9-inch swim bait that they'll actually hit. That's the difference. It's got the same amount of drawing power as a 9-inch glide over a tree or down a bank that they'll actually come up and eat.
Yeah, that's an interesting way to look at it. I need to throw them more. I don't know. It's like, dude, I would rather go to a confidence thing, but
dude, pre-spawn, throw it in the same places you'll throw chatterbait, not grass, but you'll throw a chatterbait over trees. I promise you, in the late winter, early spring, till spawn, and like right now, and fall to early winter, dude, it's their money, and it's because they'll draw fish up out of there. I mean, they'll draw them up out of there. And guys that fish from the bank, I got on a podcast a little while back, and we were talking about bank anglers and A-rigs. Don't weight them. Throw it not weighted. Your hook will weight it and throw it out there, because those swim baits, that wire will drag it down. So you can fish these from the bank. You just have to keep your rod high and bring it to you. And you can rig them weedless. I bump deep brush all the time with it.
Bumping.
Bumping.
All right. Here's the next one, Hank. I know we're gonna have a whole bunch of nerds excited about this one. Drop shot, the old dork shot. Overrated or underrated?
Gosh, man,
This is easy. You shouldn't even have to think. Overrated. It's such a horrible rig.
but
So
it's
dumb.
so good. It's so
Awful.
good as much
Tangles
as I
everything.
hate it.
It takes 17 minutes to retie.
I know. It's like a Carolina rig. Like if I, it's like I always say about a FG knot. Everybody's like, why don't you just use an FG knot? Well, because I need 2 nuns, a priest, and a donkey to tie this on. I mean,
that's the whole drop shot rig. I kid. It catches.
It's look.
Good, but
I'm gonna. For me, it's overrated.
I think it's a little overrated. We got some people in here like my buddy Greg. Greg, I'm just giving you a hard time, but that's 95% of the time that's all he throws. So I did see my buddy Kuda in here. Gooseberry Club, hell yes, dude. I've thrown that today. No bites on a jig. But yeah, those jigs are sweet. If y'all are looking for some cool custom jigs, hit up my man Kuda. Super nice human, and he makes some unbelievably nice jigs. So what do we got? We got some massive unders in here.
Swim jigs.
Paul still in here? Oh, here's Paul. Paul loves the old dork shot. We got a whole bunch of dork shot nerds in here. Oh, look at that. Geez, underrated. 66% of y'all.
How many of you all throwing DEBO'S words, the dork shot, with fuzzy dice or hairy balls or whatever you want to throw on?
Ooh, let's do that. Let's do that because
I've
still not got to my buddy Brando and I went out. We were gonna try him. He tried one on a weighted like a wacky jig head. I think he caught one maybe. I just haven't played with them enough. I've heard from some people that they've had fish react completely different to those compared to other plastics and stuff. So I don't know. I'm interested to see. Since you've played with them, what do you think after playing with the old hairy dice baits? What are your thoughts?
Overrated.
Overrated, really? Okay,
Yeah.
I thought you might have said under.
Look, I've caught some. My favorite way to throw them is literally weightless as a topwater.
Interesting. Not the answer I was expecting from you.
Yeah,
but
overrated.
I love it. I love it because it makes people mad when I hate on the drop shot rig. People are like, "Why do you hate that so much? It's so good." Like,
listen, I get old men that still love the Carolina rig death threats if I talk about how I hate that.
Oh, yeah, same thing. Yep, I agree. Just takes too much to deal with.
If it takes me a half hour to get retied, I'll just throw a shaky head or a wobble head.
What's your go-to drop shot bait? Well, Stupid Tackle Warehouse doesn't sell it anymore, but it was the fat robo worm in the Tackle Warehouse green pumpkin, black and blue or whatever. But it was a freaking limited color bull crap and they don't carry it. And that one was killing for me. So, and there's like, that's the thing that pisses me off is you go out here and there's not one even close to it. Like, I don't know why. I don't know. I guess maybe the color didn't sell. As a drop shot nerd, drop shot people don't throw that color, but dude, it was, and I don't think it's changed. I went out, it's been months ago. I looked and RoboWorm didn't have it anymore, but I really like that profile. The fat, I think they call it the fat RoboWorm or something like that. Where are we
got girth.
It's got girth. Take a drink. Lock him up. You throw on the drop shot, lock him up.
Lock him up.
Fat straight tail, this one. But yeah, so they used to have a special black and blue on top, green pumpkin. And even looking through some of these, like Aaron Martin's, rest in peace, awesome guy. They've still got some of his colors that are kind of close. But they don't have like any of these. None of these are like, this one is kind of close, but it's just green pumpkin. Like it was, like black and blue, green pumpkin, something like that. But yeah, it was a special Tackle Warehouse color. And I don't know, that was my jam and they done took it away. So, but I like that profile a lot, that fat worm.
I go back and forth between, I'll tell you the one that I've probably been using the most. It's actually the Young Finesse worm, just good old green pumpkin. It's like a 5-inch worm.
Oh, that's like the like a trick worm?
Yeah, pretty
Okay.
much.
Yeah.
And then the dream shot, if I'm around something that I think's maybe eating shad, they're sitting around some brush or something. The dream shot from Strike King and
That was one of my old ones that I like.
Ghost Shad. The Ghost Shad is just it's money.
I don't know. Is that the one? Is that the one where it's like an oblong worm where it's kind of bigger in the front and then it gets skinny and then goes? Yeah, that's
kind
my
of looks
second.
like they. Honestly, it looks like they cut a like a caffeine shad in half. Just took the top part. Yeah,
I really like that one too. There's like a sexy shad color one where it's like blue and some chartreuse. I really like that one. And then there's like a green pumpkin with, I don't know, green flake or blue flake, something like that. Yeah, that is another cool one. Let's see if they have that color in that, because that might be my. Ooh, have you thrown these?
I
That
have not.
purple just jumped out at me. Oh. I want to say I got a couple packs of these. Now that I remember that, I think I love
some robo worms.
Yeah, this is the Strike King filler worm, kind of their, I guess, knockoff.
That looks very familiar.
The filler worm.
Sorry, Strike King.
Well, it's all over. Okay, well, anyway, I think I got some of those. I'll have to go look, but what was right here, this one, right?
There's their big drop shot bait is that, and then the half shell too. Because a lot of people were taking and supposedly it's great taking beaver baits and cutting them in half. And
sure.
That they come out with like what they call the half shell. I never really had any luck on that style bait. But now this
make the
find the ghost shad. Do they have it on here? Right there.
Yep.
Guys, this is the type of lake I fish.
Super clear, real natural.
If you can't see through it, you shouldn't do it.
Yeah, I must throw wacky odd colors because they don't even have that other color that I liked in this anymore either. It was like something sexy shad, and they don't. I'm striking out everywhere here. What the heck? Yeah, I do like that profile. Okay, what we got another donation. Paul, thank you, brother. Hank, love for you to give my leader. Oh yes, Paul, you'll have to send him a video of that.
Yeah, shoot me a video of that.
Paul does have a cool one that he was testing and made. I don't know if he got part of it from something else and then put his own spin, but yeah, it's pretty cool and it's quick.
I like it quick. So wrong.
Take a drink or lock him up.
Lock him up.
Okay, what was the? I don't even remember the poll. Oh, dice baits. 77% overrated. Yeah, I figured that was coming.
I think you're right.
I need to try them more because I think there could be a spot for them. So, okay, let's go. Let's get a giveaway rolling here. Then we'll go for maybe another 15 minutes if Hank is willing to hang out with me for another 15.
I'll throw in free armpit hair.
Ooh. Hank, so you can make your own fuzzy dice baits.
Micro
Hank armpit hair. Let's see. See if anybody gets it.
D-Crack makes some good baits.
We'll just do this. I was going to do something else, but that was.
What's going on, Bass's chat?
Okay. Hashtag over. Nobody got it. Oh, whoops. That's the wrong screen. We want the giveaway screen. Oh my gosh. Now I don't have anything up there. Giveaway tool. Hashtag over. Okay. Let's see. What's chat got? Morning Dawn Roboworm. Man, I don't ever have luck on the Morning Dawn. I've tried it and nothing.
If I'm around smallmouth, it's worked. But
oh yeah, I should say I'm usually always fishing for largies with it.
Yeah.
Missile bait bomb shot. Oh, I do like the missile bait ones too. Yeah, they've got a really neat one. I've had good luck on those.
I have not really put that one to the test. I've got.
Oh, here's from a true dork shot nerd. So this is good information for you guys. Grande Bass Airtail Wiggler, P&W Bass Candies Drippin' Sticks, or Softy Lure Drop Shot King. That's a mouthful.
Yeah, you gotta love the drop shot if
Whistle
you know all that
baits,
stuff,
KVD
right?
Dream Shot, Flatworm, Big Bite Baits. Oh, I agree. That's one I've had really good luck on too. The durability of them sucks, but really cool look to it. And I've had a couple really good days on those. Good call out, Randy. What else? Anything else? No, same.
Z2 on the
Whistle
drop shot.
baits.
I like that. That's probably one of my go-to. The little baby Z2, 3-inch, and that ghost shed, or it's called gray glimmer. That's probably my go-to on a queen tackle rolling strolling. That's probably my go-to minnow bait.
I feel like they came out. Words are hard. I feel like they were a company that came out like hot fire out of the gates. You know, it doesn't seem like you hear much out of G Crack anymore. At least not me.
They've been rolling out a couple of new baits here.
Have they?
Seeing them, but I keep up with, like all the hot, foreign baits, pretty heavy.
The double swim bait rig. I want to see you fish the Berkeley double swim bait rig. Are you talking about the triple minnow rig, Ruben? I did tie that on today, and I shook it. I shook the triple minnow rig. Have you seen that thing yet, Hank?
I have not. I mean,
I've got here. Hold on. Take a drink. Take a drink.
Is it Gertie? Hey guys, I got one for you. How many of you have used? Well, I don't know. I'm gonna say this for Debo because this thing is great. Hey, have you used?
So I rigged one up. One comes with the jig heads and stuff, but this is the rig. It's there.
Oh no, I have not. I've seen those.
Only my left earbud works. So
I've seen those, and I've wanted to go get some, but I have not went and got them yet.
So it's got like a little straw thing. So you put your line through this straw, and there's only one bait that has the hook.
Well, I'm convinced. I'll be going to get some of them.
Try it. Yeah, it looks really neat in the water. I didn't catch a damn thing on it, but it looks neat. Looks natural.
For scoping, I'd say that's money. Hey, have you tried the zigzag yet?
The zigzag? I've not heard of it.
Oh, dude. Dude.
Who makes it?
It is, I think it's no, it's not Berkeley. Who is it? Oh, it's a GSM company. Bill Lewis.
Bill Lewis Zigzag? I've never even heard of it.
Oh, have you ever heard of the Front Runner?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so the Front Runner used to sink.
Oh, okay. I've seen that. Where you put it on the front of your walking bait or whatever.
Yes, dude. It is awesome. Now, I learned a lesson this year. I tied a 14-pound mono leader between it, and I lost 1/3. So you need to use braid, heavy braid, but it is freaking awesome. And they'll hit it a lot of times. They'll hit the smaller Front Runner, which has a treble hook, a dressed feather hook.
Yep. Like it's the little, it's like the little bait getting chased and they're trying to beat the other thing to it maybe or something.
It is great, dude. Especially if they're busting, throw out there, come right across them real hard because it does zigzag. And gosh, dude, it's freaking awesome.
I've seen those. I just have not. Yeah, I've not tried one. G Crack is hot right now. Huh. Okay. Yeah, I guess I haven't really seen stuff from. Maybe they are. I guess I don't pay enough attention. Ooh, good call. The Biospawn. I remember those being a big thing back in the day.
Also a great chatterbait trailer.
I say back in the day. That's like been years ago. I feel like they were.
Are they gone now? Did they go?
That's what I was just going to say. I don't even know if they're around anymore.
Because, like 10,000 Fish, there's a few things still out there floating, but they did away, like they're gone and you can't get the Sakushi bug anymore.
Oh, I had no idea. I don't.
Which is probably one of my favorite Ned rig baits.
What are you use for your chaser on that lure, Hank? Like a walking bait?
I mean, you can use anything. I mean, literally, I've used anything from the Reaction Innovations. What's it called?
Vixen.
The Vixen. I've used the Head and Spooks, the Spook Juniors, the One Knockers. I've used the Oziri 3DBs, full size.
So like a walking bait, any sort of
Yeah,
walking
any
bait.
sort of walking bait. I wouldn't try like the shower blow style, what I call the true pencil poppers, because they're butts weighted and they don't really walk as much as they turn.
Like a Sammy type
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, I think a Sammy would work.
Kuda says hit him up. He might have 30 packs of those. The Sakushi bugs if you're looking for some.
There's one color. It's the green pumpkin orange, man. It just works.
Crushes them. Okay, we got 80.
You, man, I had a 20 pound smallmouth day when they were bedding. They just don't even think about it.
Who we got? Who's going to be the lucky winner? Oh, the giveaway. Who we got? Hey, Rob! Rob, it'll be a get well gift. Oh, my brother, you know how to reach me. Instagram me. I'll hit you up. Congratulations, my friend. All right, what else we got for questions? Questions, over-unders. What else we got for talk? We'll just open it up. We don't have to do any more over-unders. What do we got for questions? For Hank, for me? Questions for chat? Let's see. I was gonna ask, so we talked new gear. Any new reels? Have you played with any new reels lately?
I played with a couple from Fitzgerald. Like I really like their spinning reel. It's expensive. It's like a 160. It's called the Stunner. But it's a really, really good reel. I like it a lot.
Good call, Anthony. Yeah, underrated. The Man's Baby 1-, especially as bank anglers.
Yes.
Who are looking to crank in places where you normally can't because it's either too shallow or there's stuff in the way, like grass, I guess I should say. Early in the year when that grass is coming up, when you can still get a bait like a shallow dive and crankbait above it, you could use a lipless too. But yeah, the Man's Baby 1-, awesome little shallow crank. I agree, underrated. It's one of the good oldies. Vintage, is it too late to throw a shaky head? No, man, you can keep throwing that. Cold water, drag it, hop it.
Pick up in the cold water, especially once it gets down in those 50s and below.
Rocky
I don't
jetties.
care how clear it is, pick up a June bug.
Hey, you don't got to tell me twice to throw purple. Dakota, when you buying that, dude, every muskie I have ever caught, I've been out. I went on that muskie journey with big muskie setups. Never caught a damn thing on it. All the muskie I've ever caught have been fishing for bass. So actually, that'll be in some of my best lures of the year. There'll be a pretty fun muskie catch that I got early in the year that I never put in a video, but it's on a bladed jig. Funny enough, that I think is underrated, especially for the price. So that'll be on the best and worst lures of the year coming up here. Let's see. Did you discuss the chop block? I did earlier, Midwest. I actually had a gigantic muskie come out and smoke it from a wood pile today. And I got about 2 cranks in, and he shook his head and just sliced through my 17-pound fluoro like it was nothing.
Yeah, I haven't played with those yet. I've been looking at them, but, we'll see.
Let's see. Thoughts on using a net? Yeah, so the Drop Dead Ned, the AAA guys did that. I was going to do a video on it a long time ago. Never did it. They did it, and I said that video went absolutely crazy. But yeah, it's just instead of your drop shot weight, put a little Ned rig on there. Yeah, it's a pretty cool little deal. As long as it's allowed in your state. Some states, I don't know if you can because you can only have like the one hook thing. So
the thing about that is though, so like I've used a tube for that before, but a Ned wouldn't want a Z-Man. I don't think you'd want one that stands up all the time.
Yeah, you'd probably just want something that sinks and just dragging it on the bottom. And
because it seems like that hook standing up on that line would be real bad about getting tangled up.
I use an EWG one, so yeah, I don't have to worry.
Oh yeah, weedless.
Yeah.
Hey man, I use those. Oh, I don't want to say this out loud. So I've kind of took the whole jig head minnow. Now you guys got to remember, man. You can go back and look. 10 years ago, I'm probably the first true Demiki rig guy. So I've been fishing a minnow forever.
Hanging a minnow.
Gramps will tell you. I had the first, there's two different series. There's two different types of minnow fishing where I'm from. It's called tight lining and Demiki rigging. It's
hanging a minnow.
Things.
You're ice fishing.
Yes, Demiki rigging is ice fishing. It's primarily vertical. Tight lining is what I call the poor man or easy way to throw a floating fly. Where we're from, you take a float, you have a 10-foot rod. It's like casting a fly. You throw it out there, fly rod, because you have to put it in the water to get it to load, throw out there, and then you let the fly pendulum down. Well, that you do the same thing, and you want to catch some in the cold weather. Now, I'm telling you, this kills them. Go get you a gulp minnow. I'm telling you, go to your 45-degree banks and throw that sucker out there and just barely shake it and barely move your reel. If you're on the bottom all the time, you're a little too slow. You want to tick bottom just every once in a while. And I'm telling you, you'll destroy them in the wintertime. But I take those because nobody makes a weedless jig head for a jig head minnow. So those EWGs that are Neds work perfectly. So you put them on there. If you got a brush pile, throw it out there, drop it right down in it, and sit there and work it through that brush pile, man. You won't believe how many good fish I've caught doing that here in the past 2 years.
Clay's got a good one there too. Yeah, if you don't have Ned rigs, if you just have like a little finesse jig, yeah, that's another way you could do it, and then do a drop shot above. That's cool.
Yeah.
Dude, Ruben, I absolutely hate it. It's the worst. And it would have been different like if I never saw it, but it come up and smoked it, dude. And I was throwing the 8-inch, absolutely smoked it completely in its mouth. And then it shook like 3 times trying to get it out. And I was trying to get over to it with the net to see if I could net it. And I couldn't. I was stuck on a branch. Like it was just, it was a debacle in the kayak. But yeah, I hate that, especially for a big old muskie like that. Because, man, how long does it take a muskie to get to, like, I don't think it was a 40-inch, but it was close. It was a big one. Let's see. What's the Google say? How long does it take a muskie to grow 40 inches? How fast do muskies grow? How old is a 40-inch muskie? Is typically around 9 years old on average. Ugh. So that's a 9-year-old muskie that unfortunately is probably going to die because my bait's stuck in its face. Hopefully it shook it out. I mean, I only got like 2 turns in, so it might not have even been hooked. It could have just T-boned it and threw it, I hope. But yeah, I hate that, man. That's the worst.
I seen an over-under about the Fritz side.
Oh, yeah. Fritz side. Oh, Clay? Huh.
I can't believe
I love them.
Dude, go to South Carolina, have a good time. Throw a Fritz sides, throw the 5. It's just a good time.
Yeah, they're great. I absolutely love
they're great.
Oh, no, Dakota. Chris and I were just talking about this today because he was questioning me. Any fish can be measured. Crappie, bluegill, muskie. The only fish that cannot be measured are bass. That's the only one. So all the other ones are fine to measure. I measure all my panfish and all that. 100%. Yeah. We don't measure bass. We weigh bass.
That's right. We weigh them. I agree.
Grimy. I don't know if I've said hey to you yet, buddy. What's up? Not an over under this or that for old time's sake. Spinning or casting for jerk baits? Casting for sure. It's more comfortable and easier to work for me.
It's easier to work, and like I said, I'm a huge jerkbait fan. Like that is probably one of my confidence baits, like high on the list confidence baits. And I used to throw them all the time because I fish. If it's 8-foot clarity, it's dirty where I live. So I mean, and you can cast them a lot farther than you used to back in the day. But jerking one and you're it's so easy to slip off and try and catch up and lose that fish, and you just have so much more control, and the gear is so much better nowadays. Easy.
I'm surprised you didn't say spinning so you could back reel with it like a nerd.
I just thought it. I told you.
Oh yeah, okay, fair enough. You did say that. This is a good one. This is one I just actually posted about the other day because I got my old DC reel out and was messing with it. But yeah, how about DC reels in total? Over or underrated? I think they're way overrated. Just
I
buy
love my SLX DC, man. I love it.
Just
but I love it
dial.
for like small topwater baits, like my Ricos and stuff like that.
There are things it's nice for skipping, for lures that kind of get wonky in the air, like even some jerk baits, spinner baits.
Yeah.
Sometimes they'll get kind of wonky and like flip flop in the air, and then you can backlash. But I think overall overrated. But I do want to try. Have you seen the baits one? Did you go to ICAST this year?
Yeah,
you did, didn't you?
Yeah.
Did you stop at the baits booth?
I did.
What did you think of that? Did you get a hold did you go to onto the water too?
Yeah.
Did you get to cast it?
No, I didn't get to cast
that. Well, that's one I want to try out. Have you seen the baits when they're coming out with a DC reel for $199?
I did not see theirs. There was another company there that did, and they had bigger reels. They're not really in the bass market yet, so I did play with those. But
it was a DC reel?
Man, yeah.
Huh.
The only thing about those is every one I've ever picked up, they're heavy.
The DC reels?
The baits.
Oh. What's
this? I get it. They're solid, machined aluminum bodies, but every single one I picked up, I'm like,
this is the first cast one. So this is the die cast one, I guess, to help save on. This is the first die cast one they're doing, which is why it's only $199. So it's not a milled CNC like the other ones that are, I think, all over $300. This one's only 6.2 ounce. Oh no, sorry. It didn't put it.
Yeah.
Didn't put the weight.
These are some weights on some of the other ones. I mean, look, they're durable. They're great. They're solid. If you want a reel that's going to last you forever and a day, but they ain't light.
What's like, I got this one. I used my tax return and got it, and I think it's overrated. Oh, 5 ounces. Yeah, I was saying mine doesn't feel heavy. That one's only 5 ounces. What's this goat one? Oh, yeah. Whoo! 7.7 ounces. That's a donkey of a reel. Yeah. But that can be good. That can be good if you have a rod that's a little tip heavy. It can help balance that out. So, yeah, I want to try that. I want to try that DC one for $199. Because what's the Corrado DC now? Now that prices have gone up, I don't even know.
Yeah,
that used to be what, $220?
Which in my opinion, and I know a lot of people were talking because I was thinking about getting one of the Corrado DCs. There was a lot of people like, no, they like the SLX DC as much, if not more, than they like the Corrado DC.
How much was the DC before? I feel it was like 230, 250. It's up to 315 now.
Ooh.
Holy crap.
Oh, it's overpriced, dude.
Wow. What's the SLX DC now? That used to be what?
Maybe 200, 199, I believe. So I wonder what it's up to then.
I don't know. Let's see.
I believe it's 99.
See what the warehouse
150 or 199. I can't remember.
Oops, I must have missed it. Oh, right here. 224. So it must have been 199. Man. Yeah, and they're good. There's certain things they're good for if it's really windy, especially if like you're kind of learning a bait caster. I think they are nice, but
dollar bill's only good for rolling up now.
Oh, okay, yeah, 259. Okay, that's what it was, Jake.
Bad joke.
Damn, that went from 260 to what, 314?
Yeah, crazy, dude.
55 bucks. Holy smokes. Yeah, dude, Michael, it puts everything into perspective because I completely agree. Yeah, like a 7.5 ounce reel was light. Yeah, it's just like speeds. I've got a 5.5 speed. It's blazing fast.
Yeah.
Hey, Rich in the house. What's up, buddy? How are you?
What's up, man? Hello, bass. What up?
Yeah, that's the other thing. I haven't ordered from or even looked at those sites with tariffs and everything now, but I've heard now you have to pay like a tariff fee, like if you're trying to get stuff from Japan. But yeah, when you could order stuff straight from Japan, you could get some steals of deals. Oh, I completely agree, Blind Eye. Oh, and Blind Eye, I owe you a lure too. I will have a special popper for you once I get that. I've got everybody written down on my whiteboard over there. Not this one, but I've got another whiteboard next to my painting station for everybody that I owe custom lures. So I will get you one. I've not forgotten about you, man. But yeah, completely agree. Real companies have made such advancements on breaking. Yeah, that's the thing is like you look at reels from like 25 years ago and the stuff now,
Well,
like for the price, it's just
if you get the rod and the reel paired up, even on light gear, I mean they're pretty dialed right now.
All right, what else we got? We're at an hour and a half. Any final questions, closing questions? This has been fun. Hank, it's been a minute. Hopefully we will have more information. I'm going to chat with Hank here afterwards about the classic meetup. Hopefully we can make that a thing and we'll figure out some plans. But otherwise, what else we got? Closing questions, comments, concerns?
T-wing overrated.
Ooh, hey, I'm a Daiwa fanboy, and
I like my T-wings as long as you're not throwing a leader knot through it.
Oh yeah, sucks for leader. Yeah, I don't know how much of a difference it really does make. The brakes are so good. I don't know that it would matter if it had the T-wing or not. And I'm a Daiwa fanboy, so. And the other thing with the T-wing is it also adds an extra kind of like noise to it because the T-wing will sometimes rattle a little bit. And people ask me, this one sounds a little bit different from my Shimano. I'm like, yeah, Shimanos are smoother than Daiwa, but Daiwa braking
don't you talk bad about that anti-reverse now, or you talk about the switch? I'm just kidding.
What now?
He come in late. He says, "Is anybody having any reels having intermittent issues with anti-reverse failing?"
Oh.
He's probably talking about bait casters. I'll just fill you in. I was joking about how much I love my anti-reverse switch on my spinning reels because I back reel all the time. I don't trust drag.
Ooh, Jake, go chase some spots. Even little 1.5 pound spots are a blast to catch.
Yes.
Those mean little jerks.
They're meaner than smallmouth. And a smallmouth's pretty mean.
I was hoping to get on a good jerkbait bite for some spots today, but I only caught one. Didn't pan out. It was a crank day. It was the Bandit lure of the year, man. The Bandit hasn't let me down. Every time I've thrown it, I've caught something on it. I agree. Daiwa reels are the best. He just said they're great, but I'm a Daiwa fan. I did get, actually, speaking of, I got the new budget Abu, the Max 5, whatever. I wish it was still $50. Like everything else that went up, I think it's now $69, which stinks, but I was happy with it. I was throwing the big glide on it. So far feels good. But like budget stuff, how long will it stay smooth? How long will it hold up? That'll be the question. But the old Max X I really liked, especially if you can find sales. Ooh, yeah, mud or sand in the anti-reverse is gonzo. That's bad. Bad deal. Hey, Dustin, dude, we need to get out next year. This year, I don't think we'll be able to get out, but we got to plan a trip next year, man. It was fun getting out with you on the river. I'll bring some bandits. I'll custom paint a couple bandits for you. Add to your collection. All right. Well, I think that's going to do it for us tonight. If y'all haven't followed Hank, go follow Hank. He is the Bass Geek. He does a ton of amazing how-to stuff, lure walkthroughs, rigging things. If you're new to fishing, he is an excellent channel to go check out. But any closing words, people?
No, I mean, most of you probably know. I mean, we talk about everything, every lure that I can get my hands on. It's what we basically try to do is give you everything from a few colors to what knots we tie, what rod, reel, and line we prefer, and 2 to 3 retrieves. And we base it, whatever we're doing it on that time of year. So if it's fall, we talk about the types of areas you want to target in fall. Now, guys, as I tell some people, I don't fish every lake in America. I fish mine. So, you know, I
Yep.
can't give you, I'm not going to spend an hour telling you exactly every little which way. I don't got that much time, and you wouldn't watch that long anyway. So, but we cover it pretty good. I mean, we give you enough to get started, to go out, to be able to go catch fish on a new bait, new technique, and, you know, enjoy it.
He'll learn you. Stubby's upstairs. He just didn't come down. I shut the door, so he couldn't get down here. So he's running around up there somewhere. But listen, thank you all for watching. We'll be back again next Saturday. I don't know what we'll have planned. Might try to get another guest, but love you all. Thanks for watching. And until next live.